ARESxGOD here, and we have a pretty interesting episode of Attack on Titan. It felt like throughout the episode was in the air this question: do the ends justify the means? Have a bunch of characters trying to do some questionable things, to say the least. Annie's story is a bit revealed in this episode, or at least her past, and a pretty big reveal about her time in the hardening crystal over there. And it put everything into question, so to say the least. Who is right? Will it be worth it, what they're trying to do? And Eren still keeps moving forward. It felt like we're kind of watching from the sidelines the effect of what he was trying to do. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, at the beginning of the episode, we see the aftermath, in a way, of the rumbling with all of the victims, even on the islands. It was just total chaos. Survivors trying their best to hang on, medics, people trying to help each other, different factions on both sides, or multiple sides, not just two of them. But the main thing that it felt in the island, or at least for the people, the Eldians, the general public, so to say, the normal people, they're kind of split in a way. Some were blaming Eren, some were supporting him, saying it's worth it, you can't achieve victory without some sacrifices, even if you lost your son or a family member. If Eren is trying to do something about the problem from the outside, it's gonna be worth it. Now, I honestly don't know. I wish I could have just a simple answer. Hey, yes, Eren is right, or no, Eren is wrong, because it's just so hard. I know he's just trying to destroy the entire planet. I don't think that's the answer, but I'm also thinking about the previous episode. Is he just trying to become the bad guy, like the public enemy, so everybody just hates him and they're uniting against him? Or is he actually just trying to just fuck everybody else, let's save the island and the Eldens, even though there are gonna be some sacrifices along the way? Would this be the start of a civil war? I don't see it going that way, because it felt like people were slowly starting to listening a bit, saying, yeah, this might be worth it. So they're leaning a bit towards Eren being in the right, at least the general public, but we'll have to see. Now, Hitch finds an amazing discovery, so to say the least, running into Annie after she's out of the hardening. Annie being pretty weak, and I think she was bluffing there, being able to transform into a Titan. I don't think she can anymore. Probably Eren and Ymir took that power away from them, but Hitch still has to go along to it. She's not sure of herself, even though she slammed Annie pretty pretty hard. I like that movement from her. Annie is still in a pretty weak condition. Now I like this conversation quite a lot, because we finally found out some of Annie's past. We also see that she could hear, she felt like a dream state, how she was in the crystal, overheard what everybody was talking around her. So she has some information about the current event. Now, we knew in the previous episode she was finally back, but I didn't know how she would react to everything that was happening. I thought she didn't knew anything, but now we know that she knows at least some of the events and Hitch's life story, and I like that joke over there while she was trying to tell Hitch her life story, saying this is a bit of a revenge for you blabbering your mouth for 4 years. The least you could do is listen to me a bit. Now we have the questioning again, especially by Hitch, telling her, have you ever thought about how many people you killed during your fights, everything that happened? And we see that Annie again is one of the pretty much fucked up person, a lot of them in Attack on Titan, all of them traumatized, dealing with a lot of things, and she has her own baggage, so to say, because of Leonhardt, the guy we saw a few episodes ago when the rumbling started. And you find out that throughout her life she has been praised for killing somebody. She was taught just to fight. She didn't know anything besides that, and she started to not care about it. She sort of became like a warrior, a soldier, a tool. That's how she saw herself. She had no purpose in life. She was even abandoned as a kid because her mother cheated with an Eldian. We have her being taken in by Leonhard, trying to train her, transform her into a warrior so he could improve his life. But he slowly started to become to treat her like her daughter. Now he was even happy when she was able to beat him senseless, even destroying his legs so he's not able to walk properly. And that was the moment she just lost complete purpose. Even Leonhardt after that apologized for everything, crying. It felt like a father losing his daughter when she had to go in the mission to go to war, basically. And that was the person that she finally has somebody in her corner that wants her to come back. It's dysfunctional to say the least. It's not normal in any way. I don't think anybody in Attack on Titan had a normal upbringing, normal life, normal relationship. Everything is dysfunctional. The understatement of the series to say the least about relationship. But I like that we have some Annie backstory. Now, she even admits to herself that she sinned quite a lot, but she's still willing to do the same to be able to return to the one that cares about her. And again, that question, do the ends justify the means? With Annie, with what Eren is doing, and we have a few more coming along. Even Leonhard and all of the Eldians throughout the world knew, thanks to the Zoom call from Eren breaking in, that the rumbling started. They wouldn't listen. Even the Marlians tried to shoot them, and I feel like Leonhard kind of started a riot or a civil war in the camps. Will they be able to overpower the Marlians? We'll have to wait and see. Is he gonna survive because he went after Guard? That's gonna be interesting, especially because he's the biggest motivation for Annie, keeping her moving forward. We'll have to wait and see. Who knows? Keith also, I kind of liked him even more in these episodes. He told the ones that were there to help him, saying, hey, we gotta still keep fighting. He told them, no, don't fight, survive, go with the flow. You're gonna be okay. Just wait for your moment. Don't lose sight of who you are. And I gotta say, I did like Keith quite a lot in this episode. Even more now that thinking back in the first scene when of the series when he was training Eren, he felt like such an asshole. And look how much different things are right now for everything, not just that, but it made me think back in the first few episodes of the series and the training and him being this drill sergeant, and now he feels more human, so to say, the least, for a lack of a better term, and I liked him quite a lot. I said that a few times, but yeah. Now we have again questioning everything. Armin wants to go after Connie, Mikasa. Hey, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna stop him? Are you really gonna tell him don't save your mother? And Armin kind of has a moment over there. Yes, I will tell him exactly that. He wants to save Falco because he still wants to negotiate with Reiner and Gabi. And if Falco dies, gets sacrificed like that, that goes out of the window, and history starts repeating itself with the vicious cycle again, revenge and more revenge and more revenge. Mikasa is still lost, has no idea what to do. Armin tells her, go help Jam, do whatever, just think for yourself. And I feel like that was a good advice, but the way he delivered that advice, kind of snapping at her, and more than snapping, saying Eren is a lost cause. If Erwin was here, he would not have snapped at her. So yeah, he definitely had a moment there, like the pressure, the total chaos, everything that was happening, he finally exploded and let everything out. And I feel like that helped him a bit. You need to let things out even more after everything he's been through, everything that is happening. and how much pressure everybody put on him ever since that moment he was saved by eating Bertolt, becoming the colossal titan. And not everybody, the one that put the most pressure on him and feeling the guilt was himself, and even saying it again, I shouldn't have been the one to come back. So that one still weighs heavy on him. I'm curious how things would have gone if Armin died and Erwin would have been the one to come back. I don't know. Would it have been better? Could we have seen a different Eren right now, a different conflict? I'm curious how Erwin would have brought us to this point or a different point. But hey, no reason to question the past. Hindsight is always 2020, and can never know what would have been the better choice. Armin is here, and I'm not saying Erwin should have been back. I'm just curious how things would have gone in that case. Now, Mikasa still has a lot of things to deal with, especially with her relationship with Eren. And I don't think who took her scarf. Did we see that? Because her scarf is missing. I think we saw it, but I'm just drawing a blank. I think we saw it a few episodes ago, and I really can't remember who took it, but I know somebody took it. Let me know down in the comments below. I know it was in the anime, but I really can't remember right now who took her scarf. That's gonna be something to keep an eye on. And yeah, Armin having his moment. Now, the thing that happened that was the funniest in this episode, I liked it. We have Kaya and Gabi having their moment also. And Gabi finally telling her, hey, my name is not Mia, my name is Gabi. And I loved Kaya's reaction. And Gabi's weird, I like Mia more. But yeah, I feel like they're getting along much better right now, despite of everything that happened between them. And still that moment from previous episode where they made Gabi look like Sasha, at least in Kaya's eyes. I still don't know how to feel about that. I don't like it, but I also understand it. But Sasha, still, how much they twisted that knife back when Sasha died. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Gabi is still an amazing written character, great development, but I will never forgive her for Sasha. Never. Nobody is gonna tell me any different. No matter what she does, what happens. Sasha, Gabi, I'll never let you leave that down. Now we have the fanatic Flock. Really a fanatic, honestly, zealous fanatic to say the least, shooting volunteers that were going against him, trying to threaten him to be on their side. And even said something curious, that Eren apparently told his plan 10 months ago to Flock. I don't know. I would love to see a flashback there. Eren actually trusted the Flock with this entire master plan, that everything that happened. And Flock kinda had a second coming of God over there. I think he treats Eren the same way that Elena treats Zeke, so Eren has his own follower to say the least, but he's insane. He definitely completely lost it. Flock, yeah, he's way out there. Even shoots one of the volunteers that didn't want to give in into the threats, and starts trying to manipulate a bit John. I think John was kind of losing himself also, didn't know what was right, what was wrong, what was good, what was bad, what to do, and Flock was just there giving him the cake and the cherry on top, and eat it too at the same time, saying, hey, this is freedom, everything's okay, you can follow your dreams now, the fighting is over, you can be your old self. What did you call me? I don't know what John is gonna do. I don't think he's gonna agree with Flock, but that's still gonna be interesting. And the question that we needed to ask a lot more, Mikasa put it, what happened with Levi and Hunch? Now, Flock still thinks they're dead, but no, or lied to Mikasa because they ran off, Hunch ran off with Levi. I'm curious if Levi is gonna have any impact moving forward. He's probably gonna have it, but I don't know how much. Is he still gonna be able to fight? He's he was in a pretty bad shape. But I still want Levi to come back. And are we gonna have Levi kill Eren this time? With how many times he has gone against Zeke? Is he gonna be the one that finally takes out Eren after everything they've been through and how much he has threatened Eren since the beginning of the series, kind of being his watchdog in a way? Is he gonna finally have to carry out the sentence? We'll have to see. And is he gonna be able to do anything? In what condition Levi is gonna be? And of course we have an end credit scene that almost slipped me, honestly, and that one being Pieck, Magath run into Hange and they bandaged up Levi, so that's gonna be interesting. Pieck almost jumping down on both of them. Gonna be curious how that situation is gonna develop, to say the least, and I'm super interested in Levi's condition and what is he gonna be able to do afterwards. Is he gonna survive? Is he gonna be able to fight? We'll have to wait and see. And the interesting thing again, questioning, do the ends justify the means? Yet again, it felt like the theme of this episode. We have Falco still being very confused, having amnesia, just remembering some minor things after becoming human again. Connie is there manipulating him, trying to say, I'm gonna save you, and still thinking to himself, what I'm doing is right, thinking of his mother, but still planning on sacrificing Falco. I don't think he's gonna be able to go through with it. Maybe his mother at least gonna be against it in a way, at least with one of those looks, hey son, don't do this. But I'm gonna say that Connie, even though he wants to do it, I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Or maybe Armin is gonna be able to convince him. That's gonna be interesting. I can't wait for that moment. It's gonna be heavy, to say the least. Or is Armin actually gonna try and kill Connie to be able to save Falco, or his plan to negotiate with Gabi and Reiner? We're gonna have another conflict moving forward. So I don't know, a lot of questions and things and plots and subplots in this episode, with a lot of interrelationship things happening. And do the ends justify the means? Now I'm curious what you guys think about the episode. What was your favorite moment? On which side do you land for every conflict, so to say? Do you think Eren is right? Do you think Kon is right? Do you think Annie is right? Armin is right? I don't know, so many things left in the air. Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation even more about this episode, because it feels like one of those episodes where I can have a debate and conversation about. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Attack on Titan. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.